Week 17 of the NFL, and this one features the Crusaders' superstar wide receiver, third in the league in catches this season, and ready for more this week. It's the Crusaders and the Wizards, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Orlando Wizards and our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Orlando club, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return, and he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. And his kick is indeed good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 89 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To about the 48-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Hands it off out of the gun. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one, so you look over at the sideline. There's head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. On play action, they'll throw. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Orlando takes back over on offense. Now, their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Second and 1. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They run a draw here on second down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way.
I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 36. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. And they'll give him a... And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Remember, earlier in this game, he lost a fumble. This time, it hit the deck, but he got it back.
Yeah, do you think he's breathing a monster sigh of relief right now? Could you imagine losing 2 in the same game and how that would affect you moving forward? Well, for him, high and tight, just like a good haircut. Never go wrong that way. Hold that football.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Orlando takes back over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, it's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He's to the 10. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They can't ask for much more than this. They've got it 1st and goal from the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Crusaders have got it back to within a score.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 13. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes left side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves. And now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Orlando takes back over on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, able to avoid him. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Crusaders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Orlando takes back over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 11, 1:47 on the clock. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
What's the deal, y'all? So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for our visitors,
they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go.